In this video, we are covering 4 of the biggest beginner mistakes that runners make when new to the Maffetone method. Number 1 actually applies to all runners, so I went ahead and put that one up front, so hopefully you can get some value from it. Number 1, physical bypassing. Physical bypassing means using running practices to sidestep or to avoid facing physical activities such as the warm-up, the cool down, and especially strength training. Here are the symptoms to know if you are physical bypassing or not. You say things like, warm up? Why do I need to warm up? I'm running 11-minute miles. My whole run is a warm-up. Symptom number 2, you say things like, 15-minute warm-up, 15-minute cool down, 1 hour at the gym. That's 90 minutes that I could be running. Things I ain't got time for. And lastly, symptom number 3, you say things like, I don't want to go to the gym because I don't want to get bulky and slow as a runner. You're not going to get bulky. Okay, that's like saying, I don't want to drive fast because I don't want to accidentally join NASCAR. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get bulky. So why is physical bypassing important? And the answer is injury. I am speaking from experience. My story goes like this. Andrew used to lift weights and sometimes do CrossFit. 2020 happened. Andrew quit doing CrossFit. Andrew found running. Andrew still lifted weights. Andrew found the Maffetone method. Andrew quit lifting weights. Andrew quit warming up and cooling down because Andrew was running 11-minute miles. Andrew reintroduced speed work. Andrew got injured. Glute med. Andrew spent the next 6 weeks on a rower. Andrew was sad. Don't be like Andrew. Mistake number 2, picking the wrong number when using the 180 formula. Picking the wrong number was my biggest fear when I first started the Maffetone method. What if I spent 2 months of my life running at a low heart rate and I didn't see any results because I picked the wrong number? Picking the wrong number can happen in one of 2 different ways. Number 1, adding 5 beats. Listen to me, don't add 5 beats. Listen, don't add 5 beats. The 180 formula does allow a runner to add 5 beats if that runner is healthy and has been running for 4 or 5 days a week for over 2 years without injury. That's not you because you're a beginner, and this is why this is beginner mistakes. Don't add 5. You don't add 5. This mistake is so common that I almost named mistake number 2, don't add 5. But technically, there is a second way that we can pick the wrong number. The second way we cannot pick the right number is if we don't subtract 5 beats when we should subtract 5 beats. So if you have allergies, it could be as simple as that, or you're overweight, or you're just getting back into running. You take the 180 formula, you subtract your age, and you run at that, and you don't subtract 5. So you're technically running 5 beats over the number you should be running for your maximum aerobic function. It is extremely important to note that you can run 5 beats under your maximum aerobic function and still get results. You will not get results if you run 5 beats over your maximum aerobic function. Mistake number 3, not staying at the right number. Listen, people don't stay at the same number for one of 2 reasons. The first one is impatience. I'll give you an example. Let's say a runner goes out on day number 13 and runs at their maximum aerobic function at a pace of 10 minutes and 30 seconds. The following day, that same runner goes out and runs at their maximum aerobic function, and the pace is now 11 minutes and 3 seconds. The runner gets frustrated. The runner thinks, is this working? I don't think this is working. Is this worth it? I should quit. No, what if I'm not getting any faster? I know, I'll add 5 beats. I have been doing it for 2 weeks. I'm not really a beginner at this thing anymore. And if I add 5 beats, maybe I can get back down to 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Don't add 5 beats. Just don't do it. Don't add 5 beats. And the second reason that people do not stay at the right number is because they saw a YouTube video by Peter Attia on zone training. Then they went down the zone training rabbit hole and they think, well, the zone 2 does a lot for me to have a higher heart rate because my MAF tends to be at the low end of my zone 2. So if I just run a zone 2, and then they just almost leave MAF altogether, or they've reintroduced some speed work. They've looked at their data on Strava and saw that their maximum heart rate is 197. And then they think, 197? Maybe I've picked the wrong number. I should be much higher. Let's see, I'm running at 140, but I think based on this online calculations, it should be about 153. That seems a bit high. I know, I'll just add 5. Don't add 5. Word of advice. If you find a number that works for you where you start to see results, do not stray from it. Be patient, give it a few months, you will see results. All right, mistake number 4. Before we get there, if you are a beginner on your Maffetone journey or you've been Maffetoning for a while, please high five that subscribe button, support the running community. Also, get on Facebook. There is a group there, the Extra Milist group, full of Maffetoners who have lots of questions and answers. Certainly, I am no authority. I'm just sharing my experience and my learnings in hopes that if you are on your journey, you may get something from it. Also, I have a pro tip for MAF tests, so stick around after this mistake number 4. Mistake number 4 is not enough sleep. Sleep is when the magic happens. Sleep is when you get faster. Have you ever woken up one day and you go out for your run and you realize at your MAF you're suddenly faster? It happens when you sleep. Dr. Phil Maffetone, in an interview with Floris Gearman, says that a runner needs about 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. And if that runner is running about 50 miles a week, probably more towards the 9 hours. Okay guys, MAF Pro Tip. Grab a pen, write this down. This is like verbal Bitcoin coming at you, Deutsch. MAF Test Pro Tip. So, I build my weekly mileage in aerobic base building periods by going up 10% for 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks, and then I scale it back. And in that scale back week, that's when I do the MAF test. Monday is usually a rest day, but then Tuesday I add a second rest day during the week when I'm going to be doing my MAF test. Wednesday, I actually do the MAF test. And then Thursday, I do a second MAF test. So Monday and Tuesday, the body is recovering. Wednesday, that first MAF test is kind of waking my body up, and it's usually a really good time. Thursday, for whatever reason, ends up being better results at a better pace at my MAF than Wednesday. So I recommend taking 2 days of recovery at the beginning of the week, doing an MAF test Wednesday, and then doing a second MAF test on Thursday. To learn more about my progress in the Maffetone method, I did make a video on my first 60 days. Check it out right there. And also, I love you. More MAF stuff to come. Thanks for watching.